Okay, I'm in the game, Final Fantasy. Hopefully this mic is not too loud. I don't know. I have fishies swimming around my feet, man. Like, seriously? Right, so in this game, Hi Fish, I could do it with macros, but I don't have any set up for it right now. So, I can use my mouse or my keyboard. I'm gonna use my mouse. Just simpler for me. Everybody can do it different. You can actually hit /fish, right? Or if you have your macros set up, and then you just hit enter if it's set up. Or you can just hit if you're standing in the right place and there's nothing around you, like no monsters or anything. Otherwise it'll select on there. And then you just hit down to fish. Or if there's monsters around and it's getting difficult to do, try to hit on your mouse and then like just hit fish, okay? My level of fishing is not too high. But shining trout and the other salmon, I forget what it's called, but they're really good money. Or they were. I made quite a bit of money off those fish. So just go in the direction of the arrow. Okay, shovel salmon. Alright. Now, this is the thing I want to say when you are fishing in this game. See my skill rise. So like every 8 to 10 levels, you need to be able to hit, you need to be able to go into the fishing, how do I want to say this? The fishing place, which is in Windhurst. You have to be able to get to Windhurst, man. That's why I always suggest starting in Windhurst, because you have your fishing guild there and your cooking guild, and it's easier to get around. So I don't know why this mic seems so loud, but I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. So that's why I suggest going into Windhurst to start. Sorry for repeating myself. So anyway, you have to turn a fish in every 8 to 10 levels. They'll tell you what fish. Another thing that's really helpful for newbies is Final Fantasy Wiki, because they show you all the recipes, everywhere to go, and because this game is so expansive, right? And the book you get, unless they updated it, I don't know. But the book I had wasn't updated. Now I'm just gonna do fish while I'm talking. But go to Wiki, Final Fantasy Wiki on the internet. It'll tell you all your recipes and everything you need to do. It's your best friend in this game. Also, too, you don't want to keep pushing. I don't want to say this. Let's see if I can turn this down some. You don't want to keep pushing in the game. What I mean by that is when your line is going back and forth, you just want to hit it like, I want to say this once. You don't want to keep pushing it. Because if you do, it's going to make it harder to get down. So you just kind of tap it and stop, tap it and stop, tap it. Okay? Because if you keep hitting the same like arrow key, and especially when harder fish come in, it's going to be a lot more difficult. I can show you, and I probably would catch a fish, but I don't know how to say this. But that's how I do it, okay? So I'm going to try it that way, but it could mess me up. But maybe I'll catch it, I don't know. But it's just not a way I normally would fish. And you want to go in the direction of the arrow. But I'm going to do it the way where you just keep pushing the key down. The arrow key. Okay? See how it keeps going when you do that? I mean, it's really messing me up. So just hit once. Like once. I don't know if I'm going to catch this. Once. Once. Oops, I didn't. I accidentally hit the enter key. See how that was messing me up? Oh, I got to 17, so that's cool. Yay. You gotta get to about 100 in this game. I didn't want to miss a fish, but anyway. I forgot to show you to check if the fishing is good. I'll show you that in a minute. That's why you want to just tap it. Because otherwise you're going to run into that. And see, I wasn't catching it. Tap, 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 enter. See, that's how I'm doing it. I'm not just keep pushing it down over and over and over again. Okay. Now to check something, your fish moon phase, I'm going to current time. It's a waxing crescent, 19%. Okay, but usually full moon is really good. Waxing is not too bad. If you're in the waning, that's not really too good. Just saying, you have to know when the good time is to fish and stuff. Or to farm. Sometimes it's better to farm in the waxing. Sometimes it's better to farm in the full. And you have to find that out with whatever you're crafting. And if you go to Wiki on Final Fantasy on the internet, it'll show you. And sometimes they're just a little tough anyway. I'm not very high fishing. I'll show you to check your fishing. You always must have a line on you and bait. I'm going to show you this real quick too. If you don't have a line and bait, you're not fishing. Okay? And you want to make sure with your fish that you can level up. Okay? Because once you hit a certain point, even if you turn fishing, if you hit the cap level for the fish, you're not going up any further. So look at the cap level on your fish when you go to Wiki. Okay? You have to know, because otherwise you could just keep catching it and not even level up. Alright, let me go to equipment. You don't have to have fishing. Fishing just helps. I mean, the fishing gear helps, but it's not necessary. It just helps. If you have a rod that's not a Halcyon, say you have some other cheap pole, they're going to snap really easy. Save your money, get a Halcyon rod. Just trust me on this. Okay? Not that it couldn't break, they do, but they're more sturdier than the fishing rods you're going to buy like in the game. Okay? Now I can make insect ball because one of my characters is high enough cooking to make it. If you're going to take on fishing, get a character up, because insect balls are very, very cheap to make and craft. Okay? You can craft food in this game, clothes, you name it. You know, bone crafting. I don't do the spell things, but you can craft them. I mean, you can craft all kinds of things, and fish, and... So, this slot has to have something in it. Okay? Otherwise you're not fishing, and this has to. That's where you put your pole. Okay. Just showing you. You can hit F1, enter, and also fish. You can fish on the boat too. Just be careful, because sometimes there's high level monsters. So just be careful what you're fishing on the boat. It's your good level, or you can use sneak or something. You can fish in a lot of places in this game. And sometimes you'll catch nothing, and that's fine. Sometimes you'll catch a lot of nothing. I don't stutter. Alright, so I just had this music turned really down. So hopefully you kind of get a good idea of how to fish in this game. And enter, and hit enter when you're done. Okay. Now I have mine set to sort. I'm going to show you something, so I have to keep sorting it. If you go into here and you go into configure, I have this turned so it will not shut off. Not supposed to unless they do an update. Then of course it's going to shut off. Okay, well that's how I like my camera position. Configure. Where was I at? It's not in there. I gotta find it. Maybe it was in gameplay. Yeah, see, you want your sort, where it says sort, you want that on. Otherwise, you're gonna have to keep going like this. You're gonna have to keep going items, auto. But see, it's already sorted, so I don't have to keep doing that. All right, it's gonna sort it automatically. Now I just want to make sure I have that equipment on me. Okay, I do. And see, what I'm catching the salmon with is fly lure. You have to have the proper bait as well. So that's why I say go to Wiki. You have to have the right kind of bait. You have to be in the right kind of place to get the fish as well. You can't just go anywhere. You have to go where they tell you to go. And if you're not high enough level, get high level and go there. Oh yeah, I was going to show you how to check here. I forgot. Your fishing, which mine isn't high. Shining trouts are very good money. Or they were. I'd have to check again. Okay, let me go into status. Combat, magic, crafts. Okay, see, fishing, I'm into craft. It's not high because fishing can go to 99 or 100. I don't know if they changed it, but it's somewhere in there. So my fishing is low. But see, you can woodwork, clothes, alchemy, cooking, all kinds of stuff you can make in this game, right? And you can fish. That's what I really like. There's a lot of different things you can do in here. So my fishing is 17. Also look at your profile. And as you can see, this one's rank is very low. But I have a character, another one, and that rank on that character is 6, I believe. Okay? So if you want these trusts to fight with you, you need at least rank 3. Okay, this one I couldn't really call but one person out to fight with me. Otherwise, they're called trust. So you should really be rank 3 or higher. Just saying. But anyway. So. I'm almost done. I just want to say be in the right place. Know where your fish are. Read about it. Look at it. Make sure you're the right level. That they're not too high for you. And that you turn a fish in every 8 to 10 levels. I'm going to show you exactly where to go real quick on this. I know this is going to show my internet, which is fine. I don't know what the heck I have up, but we're going to get out of here. Hopefully this doesn't turn it off. And just a second. Well, this is showing my Facebook page, but okay. Anyway, no problem. I'm going to go into here and go to Yahoo. I'm going to show you where you need to go. That'll really help you if you're new to the game. And then go Final Fantasy XI Wiki. Okay? This is where you need to go. Okay? Player guides, jobs, food, transportation, player guides, character creation. Okay, so if I can get there, so you go to jobs, and it'll show you all the kinds of jobs and stuff, but you can go to fishing. You can search, like, go fishing. Oops, if I can spell. Okay, fishing. Category fishing. And it's going to tell you about the fishing, right? And it's going to tell you, like, see, level 8 to 10, look at your levels. And you need to turn in a moat carp, and then you'll be a recruit. And then you got to catch your level fish that will help you level up. And they can't be super high. I'd say your level fish should be like about, I would say 6 to 10 levels, possibly. It depends how good you are at fishing. I would say 6 to 10 levels above. I wouldn't go like super high because it's going to be really hard to catch. Okay. and this is what I'm talking about because it'll show you down here. At least it should. Just go to Genuine Fishing Guide. So 1 to 10 is Port Windhurst. And they tell you this is, now you can check different things. It's not just stuck to this. Okay. Fishing from the dock, cobalt jellyfish. Now, I normally would catch from 1 to 10. Everybody's got a different guy. See, or turn in molt carp for the Fisherman Guild Master. But really, you can just sit there and catch molt carp until you're like level 8 or 10, whatever. I'm not sure you can look at 8 if you need to turn anything in. But molt carp, I think, is the cap level. Let me see. It should say what the cap level is on here. Skill cap, okay, is 11. So if you're past 11, then you can't get molt carp. Is not going to do you much good unless you're cooking for something. I mean, then that's different. But you're not going to skill up. See, because it must be like, so they're stackable to 12, which is good. And they're used in recipes. This is what you can use to make with, but you have to have your cooking up to be able to do so. So you need to look at your cooking levels. It's not that hard. It seems like it. It's actually fun. Okay. It just seems like a pain. But you look at all this. So you got to make sure that if you're cooking, your levels are up. Same thing with cooking. Every 8 to 10 levels, you go to the cooking guild, which is not the Fisherman's Guild. That's different. You go to the cooking guild, you turn in your food, it's like fishing, and you have to learn how to level up. And on this site, it will tell you about food as well, or any crafting you're doing. And it'll tell you the skill cap. Okay, that's 11. After you hit that, I thought it was 50. I guess not. Anyway, so if you're 12, you got to go for something that's like in the 12 area. Okay. So, and then it says 10 to 14. You can go to Greedy's with a Halcyon rod. Now, I don't know if there's other fishing guide. Okay, there's a lot of different fishing guides in here. Fish ranking. I mean, you can look at all the fishing guides and see where you want to do. Okay, it's really different. But anyway, so just look in here and find out, like fish raking. Quick skill up. These have got different. For levels 1 through 50, I suggest a rod, a bait, and a fish target. However, after level 50, I'm going to assume that you already have the Lushang's fishing rod. You can buy it, or you can get money to get it. It's up to you. If you don't want to do the quest, and it seems like the quest is a pain in the butt, but you get a lot of fame. But if you don't want to do it, you can buy it for $1 million. You just really know you have to have a lot of money. So more carps until I finished the Lushang's quest. And then they said, so that's how they did it. But everybody does it different. Like 1 through 53 can be crayfish. And you need to look. So when you're looking at crayfish, go down and look at the skill. So skill cap is 7. So if you're above that, you're not going to level. Now, I'm catching shining. Let's see if it's going to find it. Like fish. I thought that's what it was called. Or shining trout. So a shining trout is cap is 37. So see, if I'm catching that, well, I guess you could be way above the thing, because looking at that, I'm catching that and I'm only like level 17. So I guess you could, because I know I'm catching shining trout right now and I'm 17. So okay. Anyway, but just make sure you're able to catch it. If you can't, then it's too high. Then you have to go to something else. That's weird. So that one's And then the salmon, SALMON, shovel salmon. What is this capped at? 21, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 4 more levels. Then after that, I wouldn't skill. The only ones I would skill on are the other fish. Okay? But I'm 17. I think at 18, and if not, then it'll be 20. But at 18, I want to see if I can turn in a fish. And this is what I would do. I got to go back just to show you something. So, 18 to 20, which I'm already catching them already. I just turn it in. But like I said, I would really suggest people, if they're just starting the game, seriously, to start in Windhurst, because that's where your cooking and fishing guild are. Otherwise, you're not going to get there right away, because you're going to have to do a quest so you can get a chocobo to get there. And this is where a lot of things start in Windhurst. Okay, you have a lot of stuff in Windhurst, and it's just easier. Do what you want. Well, I'm telling you, I'm glad I was starting in Windhurst. Okay. And if you think that's confusing, you should go to the other places, because it's not. But it'll tell you all about fishing, meals. You can go to cooking. Remember, look at the top here, wiki.com. This is your friend in this game, okay? Since it's hard for me to explain everything. So I'm going to go back to here. And I probably should tell you about macros and that. I know how to set some of them up, but I just don't feel like it right now. I'm going to catch one more fish and then end with this video. And then I'm going to put it on YouTube at 720p. It's just easier to upload. I mean, I could put it on 1080p, but then it takes forever. Oh, you know, this is a monster. When you hear that music, I mean, I could get it, but I don't want to mess with it right now. I could get it. You hear that music? That's a monster, okay? I just didn't feel like reeling a monster in. Also, if your line doesn't go back and forth right away, that's trash. And be careful, because you can break a Hellcan rod. It is possible. Sometimes it's confusing on what fish you're catching. It'll sometimes do that. But normally, if your rod kind of stays up for a second before moving, for the most part, that usually means it's trash. I'll catch one more. You can catch it and it probably won't break your rod, but I'm just saying it could. So just keep that in mind. Man, I couldn't believe how much money I made on that other one. Wow. Okay, this is monster fish. I just want to catch... Hit escape. Oh, if you don't want it, hit escape. Okay? Well, that's what I do. It's fine. I'm not done fishing, man. I can fish a while my level is up. Sometimes it'll say that. Oh, yes. I forgot, too, if you're just starting. I'll tell you when I'm done. Because I want to concentrate in fishing. Okay, another thing, if you're just starting, first of all, your level, like, see, my level is 39. Well, I have another character, and my levels are really high, alright? This is like one of my mule characters. They call him a mule because it's another character I use in the game to, like, fish and then transfer fish over or get money for my other character. But if you're first starting out, I don't want to say this, you're not going to be able to fish for about, I think, unless they change that. I know you have to be level 20, I believe. 20 or 21, somewhere around there. You have to be, so I'm going to say 20, 21. And I think you have to be on for at least 2 weeks. Now, the 2 weeks, I don't know if they've changed that. So you can try it, alright? I don't know. But it used to be that way. Alright, so say you hit level 21 and you still can't, then that means they haven't changed it. And in that case, it means you have to wait 2 weeks. But see, they're always changing things in this game, so I don't know. So after you hit 20, just say 21 to be on the safe side. And you're not catching fish, then it must be 2 weeks then. Because that's what they used to do. And they still could. This must be a little bit hard, but I'll get them. Enter. Hit enter. Yeah, because that's the 37 one, so that's a little bit on the hard side. Okay, so just remember, you have to get your level up. If you're level 1, you just started, you only catch like a few fish and they'll tell you you're done. Okay? Let's just say you get to level 21, or 20, 21, whatever. And you still can't, then it's 2 weeks. Now if you can, they changed it, well then that's different. So, I know for me I had to wait 2 weeks when they were doing it. Yeah, I said 2 weeks. But who knows if they changed the 2-week thing. I haven't been around enough to know if they have. Okay, see, that's probably going to be nothing. But I'll reel it in to show you. Well, it may not be, but it just kind of stayed still for a while. Well, I guess it wasn't salmon, but like I said, it depends on the fish. See, and my skill is still rising, so that's good. As you can see, I'm getting, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if I have any in my house. I have to look. But thank you so much for watching. Again, if you wear the fishing gear like I'm doing, it's gonna help you for that. Because it gives you like 1 skill up. So it's gonna help you if you have the entire outfit, if you can. But if not, you can still fish. Just make sure you have this, that's set up. Alright. But when you're first starting out, you're gonna have insect ball, and you're gonna be catching mulch carp. That's what you should be doing in Windhurst if you start in the right area, like I said. So if you're in Windhurst, you're catching mulch carp, do it to level 8, 10, whatever, then turn your fishing, then you can level up. Again, it's important that you do have these levels, because where you need to go, you're gonna have to be certain levels, otherwise the monsters will come and attack you while you're fishing. Okay, so you need to be high enough level to ride you need to be high enough level because you're gonna have to take a trip. Where was it? Oh my gosh, now I'm forgetting. Not Sandy area, Juneau. You're gonna have to take a nice long trip to Juneau. Okay, you're gonna have some sneaking invisible, and it's a long trip. So you want to be good enough levels, just trust me, to get so it's not such a pain. But that's what you need to do. And you have to go all the way to Juneau, which is easier to do from Windhurst actually. And then you have to go get your chocobo, okay? And then you also have your airships, which again I'll have to explain in other videos. And you can either pay 500,000, which I've done with one of my characters. Oh my gosh, I spent about $1 million just because I didn't want to have to do the quest. Yeah, I know, that's a lot of money. So I could get the Kazam. I got the Kazam one, and I also got the one where I can ride anywhere. That took about $1 million. That's right. to be able to do that. And then your Lashang, you can either go for the quest in Sandioria and turn fish in, which is like 10,000 molt carp. If that drives you crazy, save up the money and buy one for $1 million. That's up to you. But you will get a lot of fame, and if you're going for fame, that would be the way to do it, because you're going to get a lot of fame if you do that. quest. You're gonna keep getting that, so that's up to you. I have a fish by my foot. Hey, don't bite my foot, you little fish. I seen that. So, and you can turn your character around when you're fishing, okay? Or zoom in or out. It doesn't matter. You know, you can fish this way, this way. Just always follow the arrows. So hopefully this has helped. And in your cooking, you do the same thing. You go to a wiki, you look with your skill cap levels, and you go to there's a guild in Windhurst that's for cooking. And you need to go to that guild and then start turning things in after you make stuff. Again, it's like fishing, but you're going to a different guild and doing the same thing with leveling, basically. So it's not that much difference. You just got to know what to cook and what to do, and that's where you go to wiki. And I'm going to make it very simple for you. Just go there, okay? Because if I try to explain it, you might be like, what? So just go to wiki. It's your best friend. Especially if you're starting out in this game. I'm going to catch one more fish for fun and then I'm going to let go with this bit. Although I'm still going to fish, I'm going to turn the recording off. And man, is it hot. Whew. I think you people know what I'm talking about. I'm going to have to turn my AC on. Whew. I'm starting to get warm. You know, just catch the fish, man. Okay. And then I'm done after like 30 minutes. That's good. Hopefully you can hear the music and you can hear me. I got the music as loud as it can go, so. Of course, I don't know, my voice might be really loud. But that's a monster. Look, man, I don't want a monster. Do you mind? I hit escape. They sure make fishing exciting. I love this game because you can ride airships. Now you can ride mounts. Yeah, you can actually ride stuff in the game. You never used to be able to do that, if I can speak in this mic. It's like a headphone mic, so sometimes it throws me off. You can ride tigers and birds and everything, man. It's cool. They changed that in the game. Then you can call people to fight with you. Or not, they're not real, but I mean pretend NPCs to fight with you, I should say. So you can call them to fight with you, and it really helps you level up. They really done some awesome things. Just remember, tap, 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 tap. Go in the direction of the arrow. Tap, enter. See? Very easy. I just like if I can watch the fish swim by. It's like, oh, cool. See, and I raised another level. So, I'm doing good with that. Alright? So now I'm just going to go, and now I'm just going to go fish for fun. And I'm going to take it off the recording. So, in fact, I'm going to turn my mic off because I don't like that on unless I'm doing something. Just because it's so loud. I don't even know how to turn the sucker down. That's funny. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. Okay, now, when I turn this thing off, you're not going to be able to hear me. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oops, wait. 1, 2, 3.